There is a village where no one has ever harmed a snake, not for food, not out of fear, not even by mistake. They believe snakes protect the land and remember every wrong. But one day, a woman who didn't know this rule cooked what the village worshipped. And before sunset, the village had to choose between tradition and love. In the heart of a quiet forest region stood a village called UmuNso. UmuNso was not famous for wealth, warriors, or kings. It was known for one rule, a rule older than the village itself. In UmuNso, no one harmed a snake. Not for food. Not out of fear. Not even by accident. To the people of UmuNso, snakes were not ordinary creatures. They were believed to be guardians of the land, symbols of balance, and silent messengers of the ancestors. Elders said the snakes remembered everything, every promise, every betrayal, every hidden truth. Children learned this rule before they learned how to farm. If a snake crossed your path, you stepped aside. If it entered your home, you guided it out gently. And if a stranger came to UmuNso, the very first warning they received was always the same. In this land, snakes are sacred. For generations, the village lived in peace. Until one son returned from the city. His name was Ikena. Ikena left UmuNso as a restless young man, hungry for a life beyond red soil and old customs. Years passed. Stories of him came and went. He had learned new ways, spoken new languages, and built a life far from the village. Then one dry season morning, he returned. The village gathered to welcome him. Drums sounded. Elders nodded with pride. But what truly caught everyone's attention was the woman beside him. Her name was Mora. She was confident, outspoken, and unfamiliar with village silence. Her clothes were modern. Her laughter was loud. She smiled freely, even when elders stared without expression. Some villagers admired her. Others felt uneasy. The elders exchanged quiet looks. She is not from here, one whispered. And she does not know our ways, another replied. That evening, the elders spoke clearly. They welcomed Mora, but they warned her. They told her about UmuNso. They told her about the snakes. They told her what must never be done. Mora nodded politely. But understanding a rule and believing in it are not the same thing. A few days later, while Ikena went to visit relatives across the village, Mora stayed behind in their compound. Hunger crept in. The village was quiet. The firewood crackled softly. That was when she saw it. A long snake lay calmly near the cooking area, unmoving, unafraid. Mora screamed and jumped back. In the city, snakes meant danger. In the city, snakes were killed immediately. No one was around to stop her. No one was there to remind her. Acting on instinct, not tradition, Mora did what she believed was normal. By the time Ikena returned, smoke rose from the pot. The smell was unfamiliar. He stopped walking. Slowly, he looked toward the cooking area and saw something that made his chest tighten. The patterned skin. The empty space where the snake once rested. His voice shook. Mora, what did you cook? She smiled. I thought it was dangerous. Where I come from, people eat this. The words seemed to pause. Ikena dropped what he was holding. His shout echoed through the compound, not anger, but fear. Neighbors rushed in. One woman saw the pot and screamed. Another ran to alert the elders. Within minutes, the talking drum spoke. Men gathered. Women whispered. The elders arrived in silence. When they saw what had happened, the air changed. This should never have happened, an elder said quietly. Our land has been disrespected. Mora stood confused, surrounded by faces filled with shock and disbelief. She tried to explain, but words failed her. The language was different. The custom was different. And tradition does not always listen. The elders spoke among themselves. This act brings imbalance. It cannot be ignored. The law of UmuNso must stand. The crowd grew tense. Moro finally understood one thing clearly. She was in danger. Akena stepped forward immediately. She didn't know, he said firmly. Blame me. I brought her here. The elders shook their heads. Knowledge was offered. Tradition was explained. The punishment was decided. Before nightfall. That was when love made Akena choose. As the elders argued and the crowd shifted, Akena grabbed Moro's hand. Run, he whispered. They ran through narrow paths, past farms, into the forest that marked the edge of UmuNso. Shouts followed behind them. Torches flickered in the distance. But no one chased far. Some lands, even anger cannot cross. By morning, Akena and Moro were gone. Years passed. Life returned to UmuNso, but not the same. Snakes no longer rested openly near homes. Elders said the land felt quieter. Children were warned even more carefully. And on some nights, when the wind is still, the elders say UmuNso remembers. Not just the broken rule, but the question it left behind. When tradition and love collide, which one truly survives?